In this video, we will describe how to load up OccultWatcher, which is a wonderful tool that allows you to see many different potential asteroid occultations and also allows you to announce that you will be looking at the event. So the way to do this is to go to www.occultwatcher.net and go over to the download page. And there's some simple instructions here. This is for a Windows install. And just download the owupdate.zip and put it into a new file. What you want to do is create a folder to install OccultWatcher. And so I've created a folder. It's called OccultWatcher. There's no space in what I installed, what I did. So it's in my C drive, OccultWatcher, and then I've downloaded this file, OWUpdate. Now, inside of that zip file is an application which will then do the update. So put that into, unzip that application and then just click on it. And that will begin the installation. Now, there's a little bit here. Windows doesn't quite like this thing, but it's perfectly safe. I've done this countless times. So just click on the more info and hit run anyway. And away this will go. I'm going to pause the video until this is done. And in the time it took me to pause the video, it was done. So now here we are in the OccultWatcher directory, and we can just click on the main application here, OccultWatcher. And this thing will start. Now, I have preloaded some of the information. So it isn't, let's see how far I got. It may have most of the information in already. The thing about it is once you start this application, it usually stays hidden until it's ready. So you got to come over here to your little screen here. I don't even know what that's called. And right click on it and hit open. And here it is. Yes, I have already preloaded a few of the feeds. So there are different feeds made by different groups that will give a list of different asteroid occultations that will occur. You can get to those by the configuration. First time you are in, you're going to have to do a few things. So I have put in here the latitude and longitude of the University of New Haven. So this is going to be the New Haven, this is the New Haven user, if you will. So you have to put in your latitude and longitude. You can get that information. If you don't know what it is, you can get that information just by going to Google Maps. And so here we are. Just go to Google, you type in whatever town you're in, you click on the map. And then if you just click on the map here, it will tell you where you are in the town. This is where that position is in town. If you go to a different position, this will change slightly. So you want to get the right values. And then what Google gives you is in decimal form. You need to convert it to degrees, minutes, seconds. But once you do that, you can then put in the longitude and latitude. And you have to add a site. So add a new site. I've put in University of New Haven. This is where you do it. You do the sites. And then there's some other things you need to put in the observation planner. In your account information, you have to then put in your email address and set a password, put in the observer information. So I've put in my name, Kevin Green, and University of New Haven is the affiliation. And then there's a couple of preferences. Maybe you um, want to update. There are a few different options. Just go through them all and then hit update account or create a new account. If it's first time in, you'll have a button that'll say create a new account. So just go ahead and do that. And all right, so this is in the configuration part of OccultWatcher. Event filters, you can hold on that just for a second. Prediction feeds, this is the one you're going to want to do. So click on IOTA, higher probability, planned observations. These will tell you what other people are doing. North America, LOMAG events. Please click on that one if you're interested in upcoming events in the area, because most of the ones that we're looking at are within this feed or in the planned observations feed. And there are other feeds. Trans-Tasman is down in New Zealand and Australia, and etc. Another great one is the one done in Spain, the Iberoc feed, Iberia Occultation feed, and that does most of Southwest Europe. And some of those actually come to the East Coast of the United States, UK, etc. So load those up, takes about 5 minutes to load, and then you'll get this list. If you click on any one of these, you're going to get more information on this particular occultation. And it's just updating there. That's all it is an update. So in this particular one, this asteroid here, here's the shadow. Here's the error, 1 sigma error bar in the shadow, 1 standard deviation error bar. Here's the 2 standard deviation line, 3 standard deviation line. And then this is where University of New Haven is. So not too likely for University of New Haven to see this event. If we come down to another one, and then this is the planned observations feed. So if you announce that you are going to be looking at an event, it will be in this feed. And I'm going to come down into September, maybe. These are still in August. Oh, here we go. September 24. And in September 24, we do not see what we're looking for. So we're going to have to look for that in a second here. Anyway, this is an event on September 24th, Palisana. One person has announced, that's me, at the Westport Astronomical Society. This will be where the University of New Haven site would be. This is on campus at the soccer field. And you can announce just by right-clicking and hit Add to My Events, and it will say Observe From, and then that'll be your site. You just click on that, and you can tell how it is. We're going to do it via a video, and we may not have GPS, so we'll do network time protocol. Show site to others. You have a little privacy here. We can do an exact location or an inexact chord so that people do not know exactly where you're going to be. And then the count on me, we're going to do a medium and hit OK. And now we have just announced that we will observe this event, and this is where we are. We are under the shadow, and then this is Westport, the Westport station here. So I'm on both of these events, and nobody else is on this one as of yet. Now, if you want to see more information about this event, you can click on the View Details on the web, and then this is going to go to cloud.occultwatcher.net. And the current state of things is that the desktop app will be winding down, but there's still some great uses of this thing. So I recommend you install this if you can. And but if you want to know about the event, then you really want to be going to cloud.occultwatcher.net. Once you have an account, and you can create an account directly from cloud.occultwatcher.net, you can just log in and look at events there. So this is the event. This is an event, and it will be this will be the track. This is the main reason why I came to this. Wants me to log in. Let's do it again. Turns out my login had expired. So here's the event. Here is blue lines represent the edge of the shadow as the asteroid passes in front of the star. Red line represents the errors. And the we call that a brown line or an orange line. This is the Westport Astronomical Society location, which is given as an exact position. And then this is the University of New Haven location, which is given as a white line. So that means it's inexact. And this is where that particular asteroid will pass over the star. So if you're underneath the shadow here, you should see a nice good star disappearance when that asteroid passes over. There's all sorts of information on this page that you can look at, just explore at your leisure. It tells you about the target star, tells you about the object, how big it is in terms of kilometers here, 76 kilometers, which in this particular occultation will be 80 milli-arcseconds in size. It's very small angular difference or angular shadow, but it is good enough so that we can see. The duration of the event is 9.1 seconds. The magnitude drop is half of the magnitude. That's enough to detect. And all sorts of other types of information. If you go back again to the main event, here is the prediction. The prediction of where the shadow will be comes from JPL fit number 68 on this particular asteroid. So they've had 68 different models in the history of this asteroid at JPL, and we are using the last available one. If you click on the star, you will be able to get information on the star through the Vizier website. I can just click on that, and this will tell you more than you probably want to know about the star, position, and parallax, and all sorts of things. That's important to determine where that shadow is, but it's not important if you want to detect the shadow. And so that's okay. So that's how you get. That's how you upload. That's how you can get a list of asteroids that will be in your area that you can potentially observe. Once you have added the asteroid, you now have a new category called My Events, and so University of New Haven will be observing this asteroid, or at least that's the plan, on 24th September at 9:38 in the evening is when this happens, is when this event happens. So there are all these you can look through and look at them, and I have to find the one which will be in the next video, which will be the Adelheid occultation, and so that will be in the next video. And so that will end this particular video, and look for another video on the next one.